major Sahaba who were prevented to go out of Medina without telling Khalifa Amirul Mu'mineen Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala an. Major Sahaba, they were not free in their movements, going somewhere to other cities. But when they were in need of, they have to inform Amirul Mu'mineen, because he said, I am in need of your consultation. So if some big issue comes into consideration, so where I will be looking for? So that's why inform me. If I will allow you, just go, but I will know where you are. So if you are needed, I will give you a call, whatever the source was, that I will call to come back. But Hazrat Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala an, he was very kind man in this regard. So he said to Sahaba, if you want, so you can move anywhere. And Ataya, what? Ataya, the money, he was giving a lot to the people. And the people, they built up very big houses. If you will see there, the house of Urwa ibn Zubayr radiallahu ta'ala an, they're just like a castle. A very big area when you are going to Quba. You go to Quba. Once I asked my driver, they take me to the house of Urwa ibn Zubayr radiallahu ta'ala an. Because it is said Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam at that time, that was the house, small house of Zubair radiallahu, because Urwa ibn Zubair is not Sahabi, he is a Tabi'i. But his father, Zubair ibn al-Awwam, he is Ashara Mubashara. So there, Zubair was living, but the house was very small. But Urwa ibn Zubair, he built a boat, yes, and lot of rooms are there. So anyhow, also they bought properties. Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala an, he was very hard in this regard. He was saying, just live like a traveler. Yes, today or tomorrow you will leave this world. What is the need of this high-rise buildings and these big houses? Yes, just like a traveler. Yes, in rest area. For how long you are staying there? So what you need? Just have a tent or a mud house. Stay there. Got it? When the bulawa or the call of Allah will come, so you will go. But Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala, he himself from the very beginning, he was rich. His family was very rich. That family was one of the richest family in Mecca. Got it? And then Usman by nature was a very generous man. He was a good host. And he was in love with the guests. That every time there must be a big bunch of people sitting with me to eat food. And that was the thing, that the opponents, they used it as a weapon against him. That look, he is giving that much to his relatives from the national exchequer. Otherwise, he was giving it from his own money. Yes, and look how much he is spending in one dinner and one lunch every day. Got it? And that's what he addressed them a few times. I am not taking a single penny from the national exchequer. I have a lot. Abdullah ibn Sabah, who was basically a Jew origin, but pretended that he is a Muslim, but he was a munafiq. So in this propaganda against Usman, he was in the front line, but he was leading that propaganda. Usman radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he turned them out from Medina because he was sought men not to give him punishment. He said, leave Medina. You are creating a mess. Yes, and he was Khalifa. So when he said, so he went to Basra and he started to work there. But Abdullah ibn Amir, he was the governor there. He turned him out from Basra. So he went to Kufa and he tried to propagate there. But he was turned out there from also. Then he went to Damascus. But nobody was listening to him. Who are you? He was talking to people. Who are you? Khabis. Yes, go ahead. Yes. So he went to Misr. Now Misr, yes, there is Ahmad Imran. Misr is very fertile land for fitnas. Yes. It has fertility. So Abdullah ibn Sabah, he sowed the seed of fitna there in Misr. And therefrom, he was writing letter to the people of Basra and Kufa as well. And in Misr, people were listening to him very attentively. So first of all, he started his work like this. that what's your belief regarding Jesus, alayhi salatu wasalam? So they said that the Jew tried to crucify him. Allah lifted him up, and close to Qiyamah he will come down. That's called Rujat. That's called what? Rujat, return. That he will come back. And then he posed the second question. That what's your belief? That Muhammad has the high status or Jesus? So for sure they said Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, if Jesus can come back, why not Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Got it? Yes. So look how he was playing with the brain of people. They said, yes, you are right. If Jesus can come back, Muhammad can come back as well. And then the second thing, this one Ruja. Then the second thing, he spreaded the concept of wasaya. What? Wasaya. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he made a will in favor of Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an. Got it? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Khatamul Anbiya, so Ali is Khatamul Awsiya. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Khatamul Anbiya, so Ali is Khatamul Awsiya. And Abu Bakr, Umar and Usman, all three, they have done zulm, that they have become Khalifa and they have not given the Khilafat from the very beginning to Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an. But they have actually snatched his due right from him. So that Nazariya, he was calling is Al-Haqqul Ilahi. Al-Haqq Al-Ilahi, that Khilafat is actually the due right of Allah. He is giving to someone, and he has given it through Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Ali. And Abu Bakr, Umar and Usman, they have taken or they have stolen this right from Ali. So they are zalim ma'azallah. And he said that Ali is actual Khalifa. Even in the time of Abu Bakr, he was the Khalifa. In the time of Umar, he was the Khalifa. In the time of Usman, he is the Khalifa. And he is taking inspiration directly from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So then, when he was convincing people, he was a good orator. Yes. So then he said, now what do you think about Amr bil Maruf and Nahy anil Munkar? They said, that is Fariza. He said, now stand up for that Fariza. The one who will not stand up for that Fariza, he is putting his iman on stake. And he said, the Fariza is that what is Amr bil Maruf and Nahy anil Munkar? To depose Usman and to give Khilafat to Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an. So here, the son of Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala, Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr, he met him. And Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr, he was actually the son of Abu Bakr, but his mother, Asma, she was married by Ali after the death of Abu Bakr. So this Muhammad was a small baby in her laps. So she brought him with him. He brought up in the house of Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an. And he was just like a brother to Hassan and Hussein. Got it? Say? Yes. Yes. And that's why when two princes, they were brought from Persia in captives of the two daughters of Arthshir. Yes. So one was married to Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala an. Her name is Sheher Banu. And the other one was married to Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr. Her name is Meher Banu. Got it? So they had that relation as well. And as you know, that the Persian, they have their own nature. They have their own nature. So they were developing and introducing their own faiths and beliefs or concepts there as well. Got it? And as the two ladies, they were Persian. So as you know, you will become Muslim, but still something will be there in the backpack. Yes? And time and again, you will be expressing that. Got it or not it? So that thing happened to Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr to some extent. So when this guy, he was talking like this, so Muhammad met him. He was the son of Asma bint Umais, radiyallahu ta'ala anha. So in brief, based on this propaganda of Abdullah ibn Sabah, the time came to this level that Baghawat happened. What happened? Baghawat, rebellions. And the people, they besieged the house of Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala an. And as we mentioned there in the biography of Usman radiallahu ta'ala an, Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr, he entered to his house and he grabbed him from his beard. Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he had a big beard. وَكَانَ كَثَّ اللِّحْيَةِ وَكَانَ كَثَّ اللِّحْيَةِ So, وَكَانَ كَثَّ اللِّحْيَةِ So he took him. He said, why you are not resigning? So Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala, he looked into his eyes and he said, Muhammad, if your father would have been alive, he would never have liked this action of yours. And do you think that your father was in a big love with this man and with this beard? So Muhammad, when he heard it, he broke in tears and he kissed his hand. He said, uncle, forgive me. These people, they fed me in a wrong way. So please forgive me. And then he came out and he addressed these people who were besieging Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala, that don't do that. This is one of the beloved companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he was a close associate of my father, just like brother. But anyhow, Muhammad said that, uncle, from now onward, I will be standing here for your protection. And the four young youth, they were standing there for his protection. And these four people, you should write it, Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr, number 1. Number 2, Sayyidina Hassan ibn Ali. Number 3, Sayyidina Hussein ibn Ali. And number 4, Abdullah ibn Zubair, Rizwanullah alayhim ajma'in. And these youth, they were very strong people. So these Fatineen or Fitnagar, when they decided to kill Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala, they did not enter from the gate. They went to a house, to the back of the house of Usman radiallahu ta'ala, and they jumped to the roof of the house of Usman radiallahu ta'ala from that house. And then they came down and they killed Sayyidina Usman. When Ali radiallahu ta'ala heard it, yes, and he rushed to the house of Usman radiallahu. So first thing, when he came, so he pushed Hassan and Hussein. Why it happened? Where you were? Yes. So they both say, Baba, these people never entered. The gate is still closed. They never entered from the main gate. They actually dodged us. They went to the back and therefrom they jumped into the house. So anyhow, when they were asking him to resign, he said, lo, I saw in my dream that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he wore me a qaba, a gown. And he said, Osman, don't take it out. So he said that la azunnu al-qaba illa al-khulafa. That gown was nothing but this khilafat. That when you will become khalifa, people will be forcing you to resign, but don't do that. And then he said to the people that, look, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told me that the sword which will come out of its cover to kill you, Osman, it will never go back to the cover until the day of judgment. Muslim will be killing one another. And the same thing is happening. Got it? And then he said, even though I am ruling 6.6 million square miles area, 3 continents, 3 continents, the entire Arabia, the Africa, the Asia, and a part of Europe. That was Islamic Khulafa. Almost 1/4 of the whole world. Yes, he said, I have a big army. But as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told me that you should not kill anyone. So he said, if you are going to kill me, I will not do it. Sayyidina Ali, he came to him. Zubair ibn al-Awwam came to him. that Amir al-Mu'mineen, why you are not allowing us to handle these people? He said, no, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told me like this. And he said that if blood shed by my sword or from my side, and then blood will be getting shed until the day of judgment, so I will be having the mazlama on my shoulder. Until the day of judgment, all the killed people, their blood will be on my shoulder. He said, I am not ready for that. So I would like to be killed, but not to be a killer. And when he got martyred, so people asked Ali, because that was a hustle and bustle. A big mess was there. So people came to Ali that now you should take over. He said, no, this is not a case. I will not take over. He said that Talha, Zubair and Saad ibn Abi Waqqas, they are the only living personalities from Ashara Mubashara besides me. Besides me? We are only 4. You are asking me. This case, they are Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. So where they are? Because decision has to be taken by who? By Ahlul Halli wal Aqd, that they are the people to decide. And in one riwayat it is said that Abdurrahman ibn Auf also came to him, but this riwayat is not authentic, because Abdurrahman ibn Auf, he died in the time of Osman radiyallahu ta'ala an. So Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said that I will sit there in masjid, and if the people give me pledge of allegiance, then I will do that. And thus the general public of Medina, they were coming and giving him the pledge of allegiance. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khair khalqi Muhammad wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in bi rahmatihi.